NWA Mountain State, the flagship of the National Wrestling Alliance.
Welcome once again to NWA Mountain State Wrestling. It's the flagship of the National Wrestling Alliance right here on Fox, West Virginia and across the World Wide Web. My name is Dean Bibb with Stephen Hensley. It's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure working with you as well, Dean. Fans, we want to remind you to come out for our great live event Saturday in Mount Hope, West Virginia, as well as join us on Tuesday night for some great wrestling action at the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Building. Tell them where it's at, Dean. Yeah,
it's 324 Neville Street in Beckley, West Virginia. It's right there with the State Building. It's across from McBee's Pub, Lyric Law Offices, and we want to see you there every Tuesday at 7:30. Guys, what a great hour of action we've got for you this morning. And whenever you can tune in on YouTube, get the opportunity. Guys, we've got both members of Dark Gift in singles competition today. Jason the Gift Kincaid facing off against Supernatural Zack Vincent, and Eric Darkstorm getting his first look at the King of Kingsport, Bo James.
And those are going to be two hard-hitting contests. We're also going to get to see first look our new junior heavyweight champion, the Reaper Matt Connard. And what an important victory for him winning that junior heavyweight title. That's certainly got to move him up in the lines for the National Wrestling Alliance World Junior Heavyweight title, which you know he and his partner have both been after, and they'll tell you about in the blink of an eye.
The NWA Mountain State Wrestling action kicking off right now. Welcome once again to NWA Mountain State Wrestling, coming to you from NWA Mountain State Wrestling Studios at 324 Neville Street in Beckley, West Virginia. My name's Dean Bibb with Stephen Hensley. Our first altercation of the evening shows a very, very determined Reaper Matt Connard, the new junior champion for NWA Mountain State Wrestling.
Nice snap bear by the Reaper and a drop kick to the back. Can't feel good to be Suji Sing right now.
Yep, Suji Sing, a very tough competitor, but he's in the ring with the new junior heavyweight champion, the Reaper Matt Connard, his partner Zack Vincent, and he are both chasing after one modern-day hero, Kevin Douglas, and the World Junior Heavyweight Championship that is often around his waist. And I'm sure that's creating quite an interesting dynamic on the drive between the towns, Stephen.
Well, it's all about competition, and it's all about being at the top of your game. Matt Connard, if this is possible, I think he may be more aggressive now since winning the junior heavyweight title. A lot of times you see a guy win a championship, they kind of coasted out from there at the same level, but he's trying to kick it up a notch. He's not going to rest on his laurels. And just as you said, Kevin Douglas firmly in the sights of the Reaper.
And we mentioned the Supernatural Zack Vincent being his tag team partner. Those guys, even though they're hot on the heels of solo careers, they're also right nipping at the heels of NWA Mountain State Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Dark Gift.
Suji got caught in a bad way, Dean.
Nice power move by the Reaper, sizing up his catch of the day and bringing Suji back up. Gonna have a great hour of wrestling for you here on Fox and across the World Wide Web here on NWA Mountain State Wrestling. We've got Pitbull Bob Brown versus the Masked Marauder. We also have the tag team partner of one Reaper Matt Connard, Zack Vincent, in singles competition against one half of the tag team champions, Jason the Gift Kincaid. NWA Mountain State Wrestling, very proud to take a stand against bullying. It's not cool, guys. It's not a game. It's not funny. And that's why NWA MSW is taking a stand against bullying.
Matt Connard doing his best to put Suji down. Suji had a lot of heart, though. The kid made it over to the ropes. Referee telling Connard to break the hold when he tells him to. He's got 5 seconds, though, before the ref can DQ him.
And it looked like he was taking every available millisecond out of each one of them.
I was there, come on.
We want to also talk about our live shows here at MSW Studios on Neville Street in Beckley every Tuesday night at 7:30. You want to be here, the Canadian Lion, Lance Erickson, putting the title on the line each and every time against a bevy of competitors. Wow, and Connor setting up right there for Suji Sing, bringing him around, hooking him. Whoa!
I've never seen that one before, Dean, but you can't argue with its effectiveness.
We go to Jonathan Siles.
Here's your winner, the Reaper, Matt Connor.
And the junior heavyweight champion continuing to rack up the wins. And some very strong Reaper.
Well, it's time, Douglas. You're mine. So is that title.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mountain State Wrestling returns to Mount Hope, West Virginia at the old Mount Hope High School on Saturday, June 30th. That evening, you will see Bulldozer take on War Machine in a choke slam table challenge. Puppy Love will meet Legit Dynamite. And Bo James will take on Billy Litt in a bull rope on a pole match.
Mobile disc jockeys are an important part of your party. Get a good one, you have a great party. Get a bad one, suffer the consequences. Dwayne Muncie, the owner, has been doing this since 1992 and is well qualified to help you through the entire process of making your event a huge hit. Here's just a few reasons you should book us. Dependability, knowledgeable, friendly staff, user-friendly website, over 110,000 songs, will play as long as you want, and customer service is most important to us. We have all the equipment to handle any job, any size. We can even set up multiple systems at the same event. Our gear is well maintained and we always bring backups. We set up early and we love to travel. Please see our website for details. No hidden charges, no setup fees, no subcontracting. Give us a call today at 304-250-0123 or go to DwayneMuncie.com to schedule a free consultation. Don't suffer with a lousy DJ. Let Cucumber & Company help make your night downright historic.
Kramer Security and Investigations, an industry leader, is currently hiring for the position of security officer throughout southern West Virginia. At Kramer, quality begins and ends with our security officers. We are proud to offer a variety of shifts, competitive wages, professional training, and a great opportunity. For information, please call 304-256-0300. That's 256-0300, or apply in person at our Market Street Beckley or Walker Street Princeton locations. Kramer Security and Investigations, securing your future today. An equal opportunity employer.
For the past 16 years, Mark Hunt has helped hundreds of people who were injured in a car wreck. Mark Hunt and Associates help people put their lives back together after a car wreck. We get cars repaired, medical bills and lost wages paid, and get you the compensation deserved. Call Mark Hunt and Associates. We have the experience to help you when you can't help yourself. Mark Hunt and Associates, 304-344-1800, or on the web at www.markahunt.com.
In Mountain State Wrestling, the tag team division is on fire, and I'm standing next to one of these strong tag teams here. But very shortly, both men will go on their own separate paths and be going for one of the more illustrious titles here in the National Wrestling Alliance, the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship. Zack, Vincent, you're up first against Kevin Douglas on June 10th right here at 324 Neville Street in Beckley, West Virginia.
That's right. Kevin Douglas, I hope you're watching this, because I plan to interject myself into your rankings. I'm going to climb my way to the top, and very soon I'm going to take your place as the top superhero in the World Junior Heavyweight Championship title picture. So be ready for that, buddy.
Now, Matt Connor, you could be facing Kevin Douglas at the Internet pay-per-view on Friday, June 13th, or you may be facing Zack Vincent if he's victorious on June the 10th.
You know, it's been a long time coming. I've been chasing Kevin Douglas for months, whether it be verbally or physically. I've been in his face, trying to lure him out of that safety net he calls Texas and get him here. And finally, I get my opportunity. So whether it be Douglas or my partner, Zack, it doesn't matter. Because when I get in that ring, all I'm concerned about is getting my hand raised. So Douglas, once you get here, talking's done. This is all that matters.
All right, and Zack Vincent, you also are going to have a big match today. You're going to continue along that singles path and be taking on former NWA Mountain State heavyweight champion, Jason the Gift Kincaid.
That's right. Jason Kincaid, I know you're watching this. I get the gift half of the Dark Gift tag team we've been feuding with. And Jason, you and I have traded blows over the past few months. You've beaten me, I've beaten you. But today, you better rely on your luck.
And gentlemen, I'm sure at some point, somewhere, sometime, you will be facing Dark Gift again for the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Tag Team Championship.
It's no secret we've been coming to blows back and forth a lot lately. They've been getting the better of us, but we've been pushing them to their limit. And that's something I know they've noticed. And all it's going to take that one little slip up for us to take those belts from them. And I know they know that, and they better remember it.
Fans, stay continued to watch Mountain State Wrestling either here on Fox or on the World Wide Web to keep your eyes on the Reaper Matt Connard and Supernatural Zack Vincent. I'm here with the Mountain State Wrestling General Manager Jacques Moulier, who has said he has official comments now about the incident that took place between Bo James, Bulldozer, and Billy Litt last week.
Thank you, Jonathan Styles. Just want to let everybody know what the Bulldozer and Bo James did last week was uncalled for, and the Bulldozer will be suspended for 2 weeks here at NWA Mountain State Wrestling, and Bo James will be fined.
Now, you say Bo James is going to be fined. How much? I mean, I've heard various numbers coming from out of the office.
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, everybody, Bo James will have the most expensive fine here ever in the history of NWA Mountain State Wrestling.
The most expensive fine ever?
Yes, that's right.
Fans, stay tuned for more from the General Manager.
The implement of destruction in his right hand.
And he certainly made life a lot harder for one Billy Litt.
Given equal time to respond to what Jacques Moulier said this morning. First of all, your man, Bulldozer, has been suspended for 2 weeks for those heinous actions that we seen last time we were here at the Mountain State Wrestling TV studios. And he has said you will be fined the highest in the history of Mountain State Wrestling.
I guess that makes you happy, right?
Oh, it makes me ecstatic because you takes me from here to there, all over there.
You know why you ran from me? It's real simple. Because you're afraid. You've got fear deep down inside of you. You're just like Jock, you're just like Leonard Sims, you're just like everybody else in this NWA that wants to sit behind a desk and tell me what to do. I've been in this profession since I was 14 years old. 15 years old getting beat up by people like Ivan Koloff, the Mongolian Stomper, Robert Fuller. People that you would get down on your hands and knees and pray the Lord would send here to Mountain State. True legends. I was wrestling when I was 15 and 16 years old. I started in this profession real young. Now, Billy Litt, I seen you out here 2 weeks ago talking how tough you are and what you're going to do. And I'm going to get to you in a second. But you hid behind your shades. I'm going to take mine off so everybody can look me dead in the eyes. And they can tell I'm deadly serious right now. I don't care about getting suspended. I don't care about getting fined. They said Bulldozers are packing on the Greyhound and they didn't want to let him come to the arenas. He's suspended for 2 weeks. You see, when Bo James comes out here and gets on TV, people get nervous. When he starts telling the truth, people get scared. They've been trying to blackball me, run me out of places since I was 17 years old because I speak the truth. You know, back then it was whispering in the dressing room, whispering in behind the buildings, maybe a few faxes. Then the emails come along. Now it's cell phone calls. Now it's Twitter. They're all trying to get me out of everywhere I go. But here I stand 24 years later, still making a living as a professional wrestler. I never unloaded a truck. I never waited a table. I never did anything else than this right here. Billy Litt, last week right here on this television, I come that close to ending your career. Puppy Love got involved. Bulldog Bob Brown, I don't know much about you. Buddy Love, I could care less. But you stuck your nose in my business, so you saw what happened. Now I'm going to ask you this. When me and Dozer walked out of here on our own 2 feet, how many people were carried out of here? 5 of them. 5 of them were carried out of here. Now they want to talk about tradition. They want to talk about this and that. 14 years old, I worked for an NWA promotion, Continental Wrestling, Ron Fuller's promotion. Made a living selling merchandise, putting the ring up, and doing everything else. I was a part of the real deal. And I stand out here now, 24 years later, telling you I'm not scared of anything that they can do to me. Because you can't do anything. Look at this face. Look at this head. You think I ain't been beat up? You think I ain't been talked about? You think I ain't been run down in the mud for 24 years? Billy Litt, you got a lot of talent. I'm the best thing that ever happened to you because I'm going to tell you why. I've made a man out of you in 1 short month. When I first got here, you was wearing that stupid face paint and wearing that stupid fishnet shirt that you saw somebody wear on TV once and you thought it looked cool. I slapped it right off of you. You wore your Columbine jacket out here trying to say you're tough. I put marks on your body to prove that you're not tough. Now, NWA wants to warn me, they want to tell me that I'm this close to getting suspended. I'm going to tell the NWA something. I'm not afraid of you, and you better be afraid of me. Because I'm not this far away from putting a lot of people out of action. I'm about this close to snapping. You stand there and I see the fear in your eyes. You're scared to death. Because you're wondering, is today the day that Bo James slaps the taste out of my mouth? That's for me to know and you to find out very shortly. Now, later on right here on this television, here at Darkstorm, you got all the potential in the world. You're one of the most honest people I've ever come across, and there's very few of them in this profession. But you're going to step in this ring against me for the first time. You become a man in this business. I watched you grow up. Right here today, I'm going to show you that I still got what it takes to beat up a bunch of young punks. Ladies and gentlemen, and I want to leave you with this. Have you seen Billy Litt today?
No, sir.
Have you seen Puppy Love?
No, sir.
That's exactly right, because they are not man enough to come out here. Here I stand all alone, and I don't see them anywhere. I'm not afraid to come out here. They all run around. They all run around in this big clique. If you got to stand in a clique, you can't stand alone, and I'm standing alone because right here stands a man.
Bo James will be taking on Eric Darkstorm later today. Thank you for your time, sir. Let's see where Mountain State Wrestling is coming next.
Oh, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mountain State is on tour. Tuesday, July 10th, 324 Neville Street, 7:30 p.m., Beckley, West Virginia. Saturday, July 7th, free TV taping in Beckley, West Virginia. Don't forget about the big show, Saturday, June 30th, Mount Hope, West Virginia, at the old Mount Hope High School. We'll see you there.
Mobile disc jockeys are an important part of your party. Get a good one, you have a great party. Get a bad one, suffer the consequences. Dwayne Muncie, the owner, has been doing this since 1992 and is well qualified to help you through the entire process of making your event a huge hit. Here's just a few reasons you should book us. Dependability, knowledgeable, friendly staff, user-friendly website, over 110,000 songs, will play as long as you want, and customer service is most important to us. We have all the equipment to handle any job, any size. We can even set up multiple systems at the same event. Our gear is well maintained and we always bring backups. We set up early and we love to travel. Please see our website for details. No hidden charges, no setup fees, no subcontracting. Give us a call today at 304-250-0123 or go to DwayneMunsey.com to schedule a free consultation. Don't suffer with a lousy DJ. Let Cucumber & Company help make your night downright historic.
For the past 16 years, Mark Hunt has helped hundreds of people who were injured in a car wreck. Mark Hunt and Associates help people put their lives back together after a car wreck. We get cars repaired, medical bills and lost wages paid, and get you the compensation deserved. Call Mark Hunt and Associates. We have the experience to help you when you can't help yourself. Mark Hunt and Associates, 304-344-1800, or on the web at www.markahunt.com.
We're getting to see an abbreviated version of the hottest feud going on in the tag team division here in NWA Mountain State Wrestling, as one half of your tag team champions, Dark Gift, Jason the Gift Kincaid, takes on the supernatural Zack Vincent, whose partner is the Reaper, Matt Connard.
What a fantastic second contest this morning. You gotta give the experience advantage to Jason the Gift Kincaid. He's been up and down the road quite a few times. But you know, very rarely will you ever say this, but I think you may have to give the edge in agility and flexibility to Zack Vincent.
And when you are talking about a match with Jason the Gift Kincaid, and you're talking about someone who may have an edge in agility, ladies and gentlemen, that is a massive statement, because Jason the Gift Kincaid is called the Gift because in his formative years in the locker room, they said, son, you are God's gift to wrestling. Look at Zack Vincent with the nip up. And these guys are going to absolutely knock your socks off this morning. You better believe it. There are very few wrestlers in West Virginia on their par when it comes to technical excellence. You put these two men in the ring, and you are going to have a showcase. Future generations will be able to learn from this.
Kincaid holding on to the wrist of Zack Vincent, bending it back. Zack Vincent, though, makes it back up to a vertical base. And there's the agility I was talking about, using Jason Kincaid's own leg to flip out of that, and comes out on top in the exchange with a side headlock, but just as soon as I say that, Kincaid rolls him up. One count only, though. Vincent back up to his feet. And what a contest we have on our hands this morning.
As the fans applaud, we want to give a nod of appreciation to 99.5 WJLS, the big dog in country. It's your concert station. We bring you the best variety of your country favorites and the hottest new music, and it's your home for tickets to the hottest shows. As part of the 2012 concert series, the Big Dog 99.5 FM, streaming live at WJLS.com. Check them out.
Both Vincent and Kincaid looking a little winded after trading pinfall attempts there.
They're going to lock up mid-ring. Jason Kincaid going around to a rear waist lock on the supernatural one.
Vincent's got a hold of his hands, though. Look at him. He's trying to pry it apart.
Vincent, the smaller man.
Don't let his strangeness and the uniqueness of Zack Vincent's persona fool you, Dean. That guy's every bit as skilled as anybody in that ring today.
Absolutely.
And he's only getting better. He's still relatively very young.
Both of these men are. They have their lives ahead of them. And both of them definitely using bright attire as part of their subterfuge. Vincent shooting Kincaid off. Kincaid with the shoulder tackle, hitting the far ropes.
Attempted head toss there, reversal by Kincaid.
Fluidity of motion. Almost every match, I end up saying something about fluidity of motion with Jason the Gift Kincaid. You also have to say that about Zack Vincent. There's very little wasted motion. Vincent definitely a talker in the ring. That has to get in your head.
Well, Vincent appears for the moment to be deviating from the high-flying strategy with that side headlock. Kincaid, though, throwing him off the ropes. Attempted hip toss, but a monkey flip counter by Zack Vincent. And
wow.
Now Jason Kincaid, he's wondering, can Zack Vincent really hang with me every step of the way this morning? Zack Vincent, he's doing his best against one of the top 10 wrestlers in the National Wrestling Alliance.
Guys, this is our television broadcast, but this could be main event caliber. Any house, anywhere on this planet, or any other in any Goldilocks zone in the Milky Way galaxy. And you're getting it for free. Guys, come out to our live shows. Tuesday nights, 7:30, right here in Beckley. Come when we come to your town, man. Zack Vincent in a world of hurt right now.
But every time the ref asks him, are you going to quit? He says no.
Well, you got to give him credit for being tough. Wow, look at that.
You got to give him credit for being skilled. Nice flip over by Zack Vincent. And look at the way he's got Kincaid tied up right now.
Well, that definitely took Kincaid by surprise.
That's a page out of Jason's playbook. Usually Kincaid's the one that's going to reverse fortunes with a move like that.
Roll up off the ropes, yes. Count of 2. And an arm drag takes Vincent back to the mat.
A lot of force on that one too.
Coming up later, as you heard Bo James say, our main event for television today is the King of Kingsport, Bo James, taking on Mr. Eric Darkstorm, the tag team partner, and the other half of your tag team champions, Dark Gift.
Nice head scissors by Vincent. Nip up by Kincaid, who gets caught in an arm drag. And that's great positioning by Zack Vincent. The way he has Kincaid's arm neutralized, he's pressing down on that deltoid. Kincaid, though, he's a grizzly veteran. He'll force up through the pain. And look at him. He's mounting his steam. And out of nowhere, forces Vincent's arm down.
And now driving him down to the mat, bringing him around.
Ain't nothing easy about it.
Absolutely, these are trained athletes who are breaking their body every single night for something they believe in.
If this was an easy night for these guys, if that was an easy opponent either one of them had, this thing would have been over 3-4 moves ago. But both these guys at the top of their game right here at the flagship of the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA Mountain State Wrestling.
Of course, Zack Vincent also looking for, as we mentioned, the modern-day hero, Kevin Douglas, and his World Junior Heavyweight Championship. Jason the Gift Kincaid, top 10 in NWA polls, and it's about time, if I do say so myself. Leg scissors applied while also grapevining the left arm. Jason the Gift Kincaid systematically breaking down supernatural Zack Vincent. Oh, look at Zack. He bridged out of that. He didn't kick out. He bridged out of that.
Jason Kincaid, though, undeterred by that, stayed on top of him, though. He still has a hold of that arm.
Both men seem to be keying on the upper body. Not so much an arm drag as a sling.
You can't bat an eye here, folks. A great spinning head scissors by Vincent brings Kincaid down to the mat. And Kincaid, if you look at his face right now, fans, he looks downright astonished that he's having such a difficult time this morning with supernatural Zack Vincent.
Who is taking a bow in the corner, and the crowd is loving this match. This is great. This is hot action here on NWA Mountain State Wrestling. Now, leg sweep now by the Gift, who hits the ropes quick, steps over.
He's got
pinfall. Brilliant maneuver.
Grabs the outside headlock. Kincaid's really cinching in on there. He's tying up the arm now. Still can't get enough leverage to keep Vincent's shoulder down, though. Kincaid grabbing another part of the body, that other hand. Now he has both arms tied up, and he's using his weight, but Zack Vincent still bridging up out of that pinfall attempt.
And we can see from here the muscle definition on the back of Zack Vincent. That's where it's coming from as Jason Kincaid breaks down.
Weight.
And that is pure body strength, strength for strength. That is your skill.
Perfect positioning by Kincaid for weight distribution and impact. But look at Vincent, everything he's got, he's pouring into this one. And you see right there, jumps out of nowhere, gets a sunset flip attempt, but right in the ropes. That's not going to serve him well, unfortunately.
Yes, but the effort, that was incredible. If he could have got that mid-ring.
One of the hottest up-and-comers in the National Wrestling Alliance, not just in Mountain State Wrestling, but anywhere. Zack Vincent is giving one of the top 10 everything he's got this morning.
Jason Kincaid now pushing the advantage once again on the left arm. Oh, that's not pretty, but that's just effective. That's not pretty, but it's effective.
And that's a potential injury.
Yes.
That is a high-impact, non-flashy maneuver, and you can't argue with what it's doing to Zack Vincent. And if you ask me, I take that as a sign of respect from Jason Kincaid that he's taking this challenge that seriously.
Oh, absolutely. Well, he approaches everything as this is my moment. Both of these men do.
Yeah, but he doesn't pull out moves to cause an injury left and right. Usually he just tries to put him away. Vincent's giving him everything he can handle out there.
True. Oh, and hard clobbering fists now. He's getting warned to watch the closed fists. Referee Brandon Ashworth.
Zach Vincent's getting super fired up. A cartwheel, a series of flips, and a big kick to the side of Jason Kincaid's head. A head of steam, a roll through, comes in, a double knee smash to the upper body of Kincaid. And you can see Kincaid's feeling every bit of that. Supernatural, hooks the leg. 2 count only.
And now Jason Kincaid staggering his way out of the corner. Vincent looking a little winded after that as well. That was a lot of high impact offense in a very short amount of time. Resorting to a choke now in the corner. He's going to size him up. And a huge forearm. Kincaid follows him in and gets one of his own.
Vincent got
right out of the corner. Flying back elbow courtesy of the Gift. Brings him up. Irish whip out of the ropes. High knee lift. Sets him up. Springboard. Drop kick. Here's your cover. 1.
2, that
He says that close. And Jason Kincaid is ready to take this one home. Sets him up.
Slingshots him off the ropes. Catches some fireman's carry position. Crucifix roll up by Vincent though.
Wow!
Are you kidding me? Do you believe in miracles, Dean Bibb? That young up-and-comer just beat one of the top 10 in the world.
Coming off of Jason Kincaid's springboard, the slingshot driver that Kincaid hits so well. And Zach Vincent must have been watching the tapes. And now he could say, Kevin Douglas, do you see me? Do you see me, Kevin Douglas? Kevin Douglas, you better be watching NWA Mountain State Wrestling because your contenders are coming right here. Wow. And can this happen in a tag team matchup?
Anytime, any place, anyone can win. Dean, this may be the biggest win of Zach Vincent's career right now. This is a highlight for anybody.
A repeat of that maneuver in a championship tag team matchup could put the belts on the Reaper Matt Conard and Zach Vincent that quickly. A surprise ending. I'm sure no one more surprised than Jason the Gift Kincaid. Guys, be more coming up on NWA Mountain State Wrestling after this. What a match!
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jason the Gift Kincaid, please. Jason the Gift Kincaid. What an amazing match, gentlemen. I can't say words. I know you have to be shocked right now, Mr. Kincaid.
Man, it was a great match, but I didn't come out here to have a great match. I came out here to have a great victory. Well, I am shocked.
Well, let's get some words from your partner, Eric Darkstorm.
Well, I mean, maybe you underestimated Zach Vincent a little bit. I mean, the kid's a great competitor. I mean, we've known that for weeks, and I mean, we got to watch our tag team titles. Be thankful that it's what in a tag team context. You know, it could be worse. It could be worse. But speaking of tag teams, Legit Hit, Brian Kyle, Dynamite Derek Billings. I've had it up to here with you all. I'm not playing around. This isn't fun and games. This isn't a dog and pony show. Whenever we see you, we're gonna hurt you. We are going to physically injure you when we see you. And I'm not out here trying to make threats or sound tough, but there's only so much a man can take, and I'm beyond my tipping point. I know you are. Man, right now I'm disappointed in myself. I'm sorry I let you down there. I let our fans down. I gotta get my mind right and come back even harder. Listen to him. Listen to It's not a big deal. It happens. It happens. You took my banana peel. Zack Vincent is a formidable opponent. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Keep your head up high and focus on the tag team match we got coming up next week.
Absolutely, gentlemen. Well, thank you for...
Brian Kyle, I really have a problem with you. More than Derek Price. You're just a young, snot-nosed punk. You don't understand this business. You got no respect for this business or the people in it. Whenever I see you, I saw you. And there's two things you can do about that. Actually, one. Nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dark Gift!
Kramer Security and Investigations, an industry leader, is currently hiring for the position of security officer throughout southern West Virginia. At Kramer, quality begins and ends with our security officers. We are proud to offer a variety of shifts, competitive wages, professional training, and a great opportunity. For information, please call 304-256-0300. That's 256-0300, or apply in person at our Market Street, Beckley, or Walker Street, Princeton locations. Kramer Security and Investigations, securing your future today. An equal opportunity employer.
I'm here with Jacques Moliere, who's here to give us this week's NWA Mountain State Wrestling Top 10, as well as the Top 10 for the National Wrestling Alliance.
Yes, number 10, Johnny Blast. Number 9, Bulldozer. Number 8, War Machine. Number 7, The Reaper, Matt Conard. Number 6, the King of Kingsport, Bo James. Number 5, Billy Litt. Number 4, The Temptation, Sean Tempers. Number 3, Jason, The Gift Kincaid. Number 2, Eric, Darkstorm. Number 1, Damian Wayne. And of course, the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the Canadian Lion, Lance Erickson. And our NWA Top 10. Number 10, Lance Erickson. Number 9, Mark Barrera. Number 8, Brian Fury. Number 7, Jason, The Gift Kincaid. Number 6, Scorpio Sky. Number 5, Tokyo Mansa Kahagas. Number 4, Chance Prophet. Number 3, Damian Wayne. Number 2, Adam Pearce. Number 1, Sean Tempers. And the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Colt Cabana.
Thank you, Mr. Moliere.
And the Masked Marauder wasting no time. He's going right after Bob Brown. And that's exactly what you got to do if you're a guy like the Masked Marauder going against a wily, tough as nails veteran like Bob Brown. You don't want to let up on him for a second. And good luck finding an opening. Marauder created one. Well, he just ate a boot from Bob Brown on that one. One half of the tag team puppy love.
Yeah, this wasn't supposed to be Bob Brown's match. It was supposed to be Billy Litt, who's nowhere to be seen.
No, he isn't.
Big knee drop by Pitbull, Bob Brown. Well, the Masked Marauder had the best of intentions. He says, hey, I'm going to hit him while he's not looking. Well, okay.
Great vertical suplex by Bob.
Oh.
Masked Marauder holding his back in pain. Very slow to get up. Bob Brown's going to stay on top of him. No, Masked Marauder getting some shots to the gut of Bob Brown. Some battering ram-like shots in the corner there. I got to give it to the Marauder. He's giving it everything he's got. Well, he was giving it everything he's got. Every time I give this guy an ounce of credit, Bob Brown takes it away from him in one fell bite of the K9's jaw, I guess.
Well, the Masked Marauder had the right idea. He was going to try to he was going to try to protect himself in the corner. Well, Pitbull Bob Brown didn't do it. Because he is the hard-working, absolute beat-you-to-death person and a friend of the animals. Puppy love working with Operation Rescue. Check out Operation Underdog, operationunderdog.org there. The Masked Marauder now trying to push his advantage again. He's going to go corner to corner, and he misses big time. Bob Brown right there to follow up. Scoop slam. Sizing him up. What's he going for?
Ahead of steam. Plants him. And a hook of the leg.
That's it. Pitbull Bob Brown gets the victory. Right here on NWA Mountain State Wrestling.
It is a rare opportunity that I get a chance to interview the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, a man who is extremely busy as of recent, the Canadian Lion, Lance Erickson. Lance, I know that the fans at home would like to know where it is, where you're going. You've had some big title defenses here at the NWA Mountain State Wrestling TV studios against Zack, Vincent, Ricky Morton. The list goes on and on, sir.
That's right. It does go on. And every week, the Canadian Lion just continues to roll. And I continue to beat people. 1, 2, 3. You know, I don't ask these people out here to like me. Jonathan, I don't ask you to like me. I don't ask Leonard Sims to like me. It doesn't matter. I continue to roll week after week. I've beat them all. From number 1, 2, 3 and the champs on the list, I'm trying to get him on the phone to get him in here in Colt Boom Boom Cabana. There's nobody that the Canadian Lion doesn't want. You know, I've got other aspirations, other dreams besides the Mountain State Heavyweight title. But right now, let's talk about some of the things that I have done. Let's talk about, I've beat Zack Vincent right here in the NWA studios, Mountain State studios. I've beat Ricky Morton. They keep continue every week. It's a stiffer challenge, Jonathan, but the Canadian Lion rises to the top and gets his hand raised. I don't ask you people to like what I do. You can come to the shows, you can boo me, you can do the matches, it doesn't matter. Boo me, cheer me, I really don't care. The fact of the matter is that I'm still the NWA Mountain State Heavyweight Champ.
And a rare television opportunity next week for the fans to see you in action. You're going to be taking on Chase Owens, and I've heard that you are going to be putting that heavyweight title on the line.
That's right, me and Chase Owens right here next week. You know, the champ doesn't wrestle on TV much. But next week, you people will get a very, very, very solid wrestling match between me and Chase Owens. You see, I've got nothing but respect for Chase. He's a good young kid that's coming up in this business. But let me tell you something, Chase, you're still young. You're still a kid. You don't know all the tricks that the Canadian Lion knows. And one way or the other, I don't care what it takes, what I have to do, I will leave next week the studios as the NWA Mountain State Heavyweight Champion.
Fans, continue to watch NWA Mountain State Wrestling live here on Fox or on the World Wide Web. Thank you.
The Southern States Women's Champion, Misty James. Misty, I want to first of all, will you give me a little louder for the female champion? Misty, first of all, I want to congratulate you on some great title victories all throughout the South. Now you got some formidable opponents. You got from Washington, D.C., Casey Carlisle. You got Mary Elizabeth Monroe in Cincinnati, Ohio, and West Virginia's own Nicole Starr. I mean, the list just keeps growing, and I hear that you are even looking at adding some more competitors to challenge you for the Southern States Women's Championship.
That is right, Jonathan. I want to say one thing. You think these girls, Casey Carlisle, Mary Elizabeth Monroe, Nicole Starr, every one of those competitors are strong competitors. I have faced them numerous times over the years. And Nicole Starr, the one here in West Virginia, me and her has came across a couple of times with each other. We have had a knockdown drag out several times, at inside and outside this ring. But there is one girl that I've heard, the commissioner has mentioned her name before. And whenever they told me her name, I thought it was very interesting because I know people here in West Virginia know who she is. Her name is Brandy Alexander. If you guys remember Brandy Alexander?
Brandy Alexander.
Yeah, that's right. I want to say one thing, Brandy. I have been studying your work since I found out you might be facing me here in the near future, that you also might be coming after this title I have across my shoulder. Brandy, you are one tough girl. I have studied your work. I've watched your moves. I have to say, you might be ranked right up there with Tasha Simone. She's another tough competitor, as you guys know. But Brandy Alexander, right now, my intentions and my focus is on you. You think you can come in here, take this strap away from me? Go right ahead. Let's prove it. Let's show these people out here a good old-timey girl wrestling match, like these people deserve, like wrestling the way they remember it. Let's do this, girl, because I am country strong and I will survive. I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mountain State is on tour. Tuesday, July 10th 324 Neville Street, 7:30 p.m., Beckley, West Virginia. Saturday, July 7th, free TV taping in Beckley, West Virginia. Don't forget about the big show, Saturday, June 30th, Mount Hope, West Virginia, at the old Mount Hope High School. We'll see you there.
Mobile disc jockeys are an important part of your party. Get a good one, you have a great party. Get a bad one, suffer the consequences. Dwayne Muncie, the owner, has been doing this since 1992 and is well qualified to help you through the entire process of making your event a huge hit. Here's just a few reasons you should book us. Dependability, knowledgeable, friendly staff, user-friendly website, over 110,000 songs, will play as long as you want, and customer service is most important to us. We have all the equipment to handle any job, any size. We can even set up multiple systems at the same event. Our gear is well maintained and we always bring backups. We set up early and we love to travel. Please see our website for details. No hidden charges, no setup fees, no subcontracting. Give us a call today at 304-250-0123 or go to DwayneMuncie.com to schedule a free consultation. Don't suffer with a lousy DJ. Let Cucumber & Company help make your night downright historic.
Kramer Security and Investigations, an industry leader, is currently hiring for the position of security officer throughout southern West Virginia. At Kramer, quality begins and ends with our security officers. We are proud to offer a variety of shifts, competitive wages, professional training, and a great opportunity. For information, please call 304-256-0300. That's 256-0300, or apply in person at our Market Street, Beckley, or Walker Street, Princeton locations. Kramer Security and Investigations, securing your future today. An equal opportunity employer.
For the past 16 years, Mark Hunt has helped hundreds of people who were injured in a car wreck. Mark Hunt and Associates help people put their lives back together after a car wreck. We get cars repaired, medical bills and lost wages paid, and get you the compensation deserved. Call Mark Hunt and Associates. We have the experience to help you when you can't help yourself. Mark Hunt and Associates, 304-344-1800, or on the web at www.markahunt.com.
Main event action here on NWA Mountain State Wrestling this morning on Fox West Virginia and across the World Wide Web. Bo James and Mr. Eric Darkstorm. And check out Bo James. That's a little bit of agility. Don't let the looks fool you guys. He's an athlete. He's tough as they come. 24 years in the business, has one King of Kingsport, Mr. Bo James. He's competed with Jerry Lawler, Sid Vicious, the Rock and Roll Express, Robert Gibson and Ricky Morton, Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, Superstar Bill Dundee, the Hart Dynasty, Edge Christian. He's faced a lot of them and has a lot of victories over them all, Stephen.
Well, you can say all that, but let's not make light of Darkstorm. In this very short amount of time in this business, his resume matches up. He's going up against the likes of Legion of Doom member Heidenreich, Jamie Noble, Matt Morgan, and several other guys that you might see on Monday and Thursday nights. But
Very impressive.
Men, to my knowledge, this is the first time these two guys have locked up in the ring, Dean.
And give credit where credit's due. Bo James called him, you know, as honest a guy in the ring as he has seen in his 24 years of business, complimenting Eric Darkstorm. But I guarantee you that's not going to stop him from pulling out the bullwhip if necessary.
Well, you can take those compliments from Bo James and you can store those in a jar. He gives those out very sparingly. But make no mistake about it, however he treats Darkstorm in that ring today, he respects him as a competitor. Doesn't mean he likes him, but he does respect him.
Darkstorm having a little bit of an issue with tactics here that Bo James is deploying at this point in time. This is television time remaining here on NWA Mountain State Wrestling as Eric Darkstorm reverses the hammerlock on the King of Kingsport. He's got the youth speed and the fans behind him. But Bo James, you got to admit, 24 years experience in the ring. You can't buy that.
Am I mistaken here, or is Bo James smiling? Was he smiling a second ago?
He was.
And that's why he saw the way out. He wasn't worried at all. Bo James is a very calm man in that ring.
Very.
He watches what's around. I'm sorry, Dean, go ahead.
Go ahead.
He watches what's around him. He moves according to his speed. He's not going to match anybody else's speed in that ring.
Neither of these men are prone to make a mistake in the ring. Eric Darkstorm stays calm and cool while delivering some absolute high-octane brutality in the ring. Bo James, just your classic slobber knocker, beat you to death.
Absolutely right about that.
But still wrestle.
Eric Darkstorm, let's talk about different lifestyles here. Look at Eric Darkstorm. You can tell that man spends a lot of time in the gym. Bo James, I'm not saying Bo James is out of shape, but he doesn't get his ability to fight by going to the gym. That's not where he got his ability to fight. He got his ability to fight from just natural toughness, from fighting in the bars, from fighting on the streets. That guy is a brawler. He is big and heavy, and he knows how to use it with just enough wrestling.
Eric Darkstorm now pressing the advantage. Oh, a handful of hair takes him over.
That's what I'm talking about. That's not what they teach you in wrestling school. You might pick it up along the way, but Bo James learned that a long time before he stepped into a ring. A pull of the hair can turn things around anytime. And what anybody says, fair, not fair, against the rules, by the rules, whatever the situation, you cannot be DQ'd over that.
Right. And he absolutely has Darkstorm's attention on that one. Darkstorm getting a little bit emotional now. A little bit out of his element.
And even with the advantage that he has right now, he looks angry. Yes. Bo James has gotten in his head in a very short amount of time.
Again,
of course,
air.
Darkstorm, he's got a bit of a short fuse anyway. It doesn't take a whole lot to make him mad, but if Bo James is making him angry, and you can bet your bottom dollar Bo James has watched the tapes on Darkstorm, he has a reason that he wants him angry.
Well, he's keying in on the left knee right now, and you know Eric Darkstorm has to be thinking about the injuries that Bo James has laid out on people like Billy Litt. Laid 5 men out last week, resulting in Bulldozer getting suspended, him getting fined. Jacques Bollier, general manager of NWA Mountain State, is not going to tolerate this stuff. He's already said so.
Well, to whatever ends that Jacques Bollier has tried to rein in Bo James doesn't look worried. He doesn't look deterred. He has one mission in life: hurt people and make money. Okay, 2 missions.
Big chop by Eric Darkstorm, answered now by a Sabat kick. Shades of Larry Zbyszko now being thrown by Bo James.
And that's a move you don't necessarily expect when you look at Bo James.
And now a chop of his own, and there's a smile again, as you said.
Bo James, he's a lot more limber than he looks, and he's a lot more skilled than he looks. No flash to this guy whatsoever, and that is a good thing if you're Bo James.
Eric Darkstorm, good-looking young man. The fans love him. The women are tossing phone numbers and digits his way. And Bo James, all the experience in the world, if Eric Darkstorm can get a victory over Bo James, his stock in the NWA will raise significantly as he shoots Bo James across the ring. Sizes him up, charges him with a boot to the breadbasket. and repeated forearms. European uppercut now.
And Eric Darkstorm is coming alive on Bo James. He's got a hold of the big man's arm. He's going to send him across the ring into the opposite corner. And Darkstorm signaling to the fans. He's going to build himself up a little bit. A head of steam going up top now. But look at Bo James calmly walks over and grabs a hold of the hair again. But the difference in height this time, that's the tell of the tape. You can see Darkstorm grabbing his back, and Bo James, he's grabbing the whip.
Oh, look at Darkstorm.
Bo James never saw it coming.
That's it.
Eric Darkstorm just stole the victory away from the king of Kingsport. And the fans are loving it.
Absolutely. Eric Darkstorm got out the game changer when it was absolutely necessary.
And look at Bo James, he's upset. Bo James having some very strong words.
Hey, he's about to lay hands on Brandon Ashworth. And
we have
a fan hitting the ring. Wait a second. Ring the bell.
Bo James is being attacked by a fan. It's Billy Litt. Billy Litt is coming alive on Bo James. He's firing away those rapid fire shots. Bo James nailing him low. And kicks Billy Litt in the head. Bo James going for the bullwhip, and he hightails it out of the ring.
Well, Bo James escapes from Billy Litt.
And you hear Billy Litt screaming at him to get in the ring.
Guys, we're going to Jonathan Styles.
I know you're hurt. Oh, okay, what's it? All right. Thank you. Okay.
Take a deep breath, Billy. Take a deep breath.
All right, Billy. Wow. I didn't even know.
Look, I don't care where it's at. Sorry, Jonathan Styles. I don't care if it's in Hinton. I don't care if it's in Baileysville. I don't care if it's in Mullins. I want a piece of Bo James. And I'll do anything it takes to get a shot at Bo James. He says that I'm the best, or he's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I'm the worst thing that's ever happened to him. You see, last week, both Bo James and Dozer tried killing me right here. Tried to end my career. But I'm still standing. I've been beat with a whip. I've been bloody. I've been bruised. You want to draw blood, Bo James? I'm going to take a lot more than just a quart of blood out of you, son. So, what happens when I send the king of Kingsport back to Kingsport as the queen of Kingsport?
Fans, don't forget this Tuesday we'll be right here at 324 and now we'll see Beckley, West Virginia. Billy Litt may be here. Get his hands on Bo James. Or Saturday in Mount Hope, West Virginia at the old Mount Hope High School. We'll be right back to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mountain State Wrestling returns to Mount Hope, West Virginia at the old Mount Hope High School on Saturday, June 30th. That evening, you will see Bulldozer take on War Machine in a choke slam table challenge. Puppy Love will meet Legit Dynamite. And Bo James will take on Billy Litt in a bull rope on a pole match.
What a match from Eric Darkstorm, but all eyes on Billy Litt making his entrance through the crowd, looking like an absolute ragamuffin, pulling it off very well and getting the jump on Bo James, and very, very determined fire in young Billy Litt's eyes.
Well, Billy Litt coming after Bo James at the end of our main event. Bo James suffering a loss to Darkstorm, got up in the referee's face. Billy Litt got himself a piece, but not nearly as much as he wanted to.
NWA Mountain State Wrestling live this week, Tuesday, 7:30, right here at MSW Studios, 324 Neville Street in Beckley, and Saturday night at the old Mount Hope High School on the bypass. You want to be there and tune in next Sunday morning at 11 a.m. or TiVo it or check us out on the World Wide Web, which is where we live and breathe, thanks to Cucumber and Company. I'm Dean Bibb for Stephen Hensley. Jacques Moliere, Jonathan Styles, and everyone for NWA Mountain State Wrestling. See you next week.
NWA Mountain State is a production of Cucumber & Company. Cucumber & Company, video, web, and beyond.